Hi. In today's lesson, we're going to still talk about scatterplots, but we're also going to add in about line of best fit. So again, we're going to start off with some vocabulary. We're going to fill in these blanks. So it says, if data points on a scatterplot show a blank, you can draw a straight line that models the general trend of the data. So that first blank, we're going to say linear relationship. So if the data clusters together in a straight line, okay, we can draw shows a linear relationship rather, we can draw a line that will give you the trend. A blank cannot be modeled with a straight line, so that would be a nonlinear relationship. Okay? When mathematical models are used in the real world, we often don't have data that falls on perfectly straight lines. However, if the points have a linear relationship, we can find the blank, line of best fit. This line of best fit or blank, well, the only other thing left is trend line, or trend line, will not fit all the data points exactly. However, the line is a good fit for the data if there are about the same number of points above the line as there are below it. So let's look at this first example. The scatter plot to the right shows the relationship between the number of bags of popcorn that are sold and the price per bag. What type of relationship exists for this data? So this data shows a negative relationship. Again, so A is a negative relationship, okay? And then part B, which graph represents the line of best fit correctly? Circle it, then explain why the others are incorrect. So this is the same A, B, and C, or choices A, B, and C. They're the same scatter plot. They just have trend lines drawn in different places. So let's start off with C is the best trend line. So A and B are both of those trend lines are incorrect because the line is not, the lines here, they're not drawn in such a way that the points are, about half the points are above and about half the points are below. So A and B, those trend lines are not correct. C has the best trend line. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, so let's look at example 2. This time it says, is there a relationship between the number of days you are absent and your grade on the midterm? Midterm, think as a really big test. Let's use the table below to create a scatter plot and find out. So first, it says, what type of relationship do you think attendance and your grade has? So do you think it has a positive association, a negative association, or would you say there's no association? So would you say as you attend more days? Oh, let's back up. Looking at the table, they're talking about days absent and the grade. So the more days absent you are, the higher your grade's going to be on a test? Or the more days absent, the lower the grade on your test? Or is there no effect? So I think more days you are absent, the lower the grade on your test would be. So we would expect this to have a negative association. Then we're going to graph the scatter plot, and it says label your axes. So they've given us a table. Oops, there we go. And we're comparing days absent with grade on the midterm. Notice for days absent, it ranges from 2 to 11 days. So let's just start off here, and we can let this be, we can count by ones. And let's write days absent. Okay? And then our midterm grade could really go anywhere from a 0 to a 100, right? So let's go ahead and put our grades. Let's see if I have enough to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 55. I don't. I'm going to have to count by 10s on this. Okay, and I'm going to write grade on midterm. Okay? And so if I have 2 days absent, my grade was a 94. 3 days absent, the grade was an 84. 5 days was a 75. 6 days, a 70. 7 days, a 68. 9 days, a 60. And 11 days, a 50. Okay, so we've made the scatter plot. That was part B. What type of relationship does it have? So it does have a negative relationship. Then it says draw the line of best fit. About half the points should be above and below the line, and the line should go through as many points as possible. So I'm going to zoom in on this. For this part, you're going to want to get a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, which I don't, I have just a box, get something sturdy, and you're going to lay it on your screen in such a way that about half the points are above and below the line, and you want your line to go through as many points as you possibly can. So I'm going to draw in a line, and we'll go see if that works. That's pretty good. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay? And so that was part D. All right, now it's your turn, okay? So I want you to try example 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So basically I want you to pause the video and finish this now. Good luck. Okay guys, welcome back. So hopefully you did well with the remaining problems on this document. So here's example 3. So pause the video and make the necessary corrections. Okay, let's go to example 4. Again, pause the video and make the necessary corrections. Okay, let's check over 5 and 6. And example 7, go ahead and pause the video and make the necessary corrections. And example 8. Okay, so if you didn't understand how I got my answers for these problems, you definitely want to see your teacher for more instruction. So just jot those questions down so that you can ask your teacher. Once you've turned in this assignment, then you can do the independent practice. Good luck.